Students, your words could inspire a community. Today we'll learn about the Martin Luther King Essay Contest that's celebrating ideas and honoring Dr. King's legacy. Here to tell us all about it is Gary Simon, Executive Director of Sacramento Juneteenth Incorporated. Welcome back, Gary.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too as well. I was about to say Happy New Year.
Well, with it being January, start by telling us about the MLK Essay Contest and what students are being asked specifically to write about.
Well, for the past few years, we've celebrated Martin Luther King's legacy by hosting what we call the Martin Luther King Justice Essay Contest. So with the Justice Essay Contest, we focus on the inequalities and the injustices that Martin Luther King spoke to and the humanity that we want to appeal to in this process. So students will write a 300-word essay, double-spaced. There's a criteria as far as grammar and punctuation. We'll have a team of judges that will judge that essays and pick the top 15 essays.
Oh, wow. Okay, and so what are the contest guidelines? When are submissions due?
Submissions are due on Juneteenth. January 10th is the deadline for submission, and all of that's on the website.
Yeah.
Submissions on the 10th, and then the actual contest or the reading of the contest, the reading of the essays is on June 17th at Oak Park Community Center.
And you've been doing this year after year. What is it like reading these essay submissions and contests? What is it like seeing what the students are writing?
Well, it gives us a personal insight into what the kids are thinking.
Yeah.
This year's topics deal with how has Martin Luther King's fight for equality and justice affected your life? So that's one topic. The second topic is to identify a group of folks or a group that is not being treated fairly. Why not? And what would you do to help that group, or what should be done? So this allows us to kind of get into the minds of the students or our young people and see where their thoughts and where they're coming from, and what they're seeing, actually seeing in our behavior as adults, and then how they're interpreting that. So this is a good looking glass, if you will.
What are the age groups of entry? Is it high school students?
Middle school, and high school.
Okay.
So we have two categories. Middle schoolers, there's a prize for that. We separate them out, and then high school. So the first place winner in the middle school gets $200 as the high school, and then second place in both categories receive $150.
Oh, wow.
So, there's a cash incentive.
Yeah.
Cash incentive. So most kids are not going to sit down and write an essay for Martin Luther King or whatever. But so we want to incentivize the kids. And then I'm a substitute teacher also. Wow. So I kind of push the agenda with my students as well as with my colleagues in school teachers.
Yeah. And with you being a substitute teacher, why would you say it's so important to honor the legacy of Dr. King and to make sure that students are continuously learning about him?
Well, a lot of people have different interpretations of the nonviolent movement that Martin Luther King put forth. But I think that the push for equality and justice was more an appeal to all of our humanity, based on the treatment of the African American at the time. It was more so, are we all going to just let this continue to happen? So I think it was a push for an appeal for the humanity in us all, and I think that needs to be recognized, because today's time, there's some things going on in this world currently where we need to check our own humanity and by not speaking up or whatever that may be, but we need to be in tune with our own humanity.
Well, we want to make sure those students out there are applying. So one more time, when that due date is for
the due date is January 10th for the submissions, and we'll email those to us, and our panel will judge those, and then we will notify those students that they were selected, and then you will present your essay. You must read your essay on the 17th, the day of the event, and we'll feed you and have a good time too.
That's exciting. Gary, always a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you.
All righty. To our viewers, for details on the MLK Essay Contest and continuous events, visit sacramentojuneteenthinc.org.